G'day. Danny Crouch here from Choose Your Chapter. This is the next chapter of videos that I plan on doing on YouTube. So this is the first of many theme dynamics. So what I'm going to look at doing is addressing two themes, give you a brief description of each of them, and then how they can play out together and how they can conflict with each other. So today I'm going to start with my number 1 and number 2 talents according to the Clifton StrengthsFinder, which are Maximizer and Connectedness. So to me, the definition of a maximizer is someone who sees the good in everything, people, places, projects, and wants to make them better. So it's about creating excellence. And then with connected and maximize is an influencing talent, or it's how you can use your talents to inspire others. Where on the other side, my number 2 is connectedness, which is a relationship building talent, which basically suggests that we connect to the earth and everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidences, and being a relationship building talent, it's about connecting with others and influencing others to want to remain connected. So it is what it is, and life goes on, and however you want to see the world, that's what's going to happen. You cannot necessarily determine your fate, however you can put measures in place to make things happen. So when we look at the two together, Maximised Connectedness, for me, it's about connecting people to what's good, to want to make it great. Now, from a basement or a raw space, living for the majority of my life as a maximizer, it's come across as being very critical, because what I'm identifying is areas of excellence that can be improved on. So areas that are good, and they suggest that people with Maximizer don't want to focus on weakness, or don't want to look at what's broken. We want to look at what's good. So what I identified was that if I'm seeing the weakness in someone or something, it's probably what I'm seeing within myself. So I've got to look harder, I've got to feel harder, and I've got to behave harder to find what's good in there. And then my connectedness, it's about connecting with as many people as possible and want to learn from them and extract from them information on how they've existed on this planet and how they make the world a better place. So even when I'm talking about one specific theme, like connectedness, you'll hear my other talents come in. So when I talk about wanting to find what's good about people and connecting with them, it's a form of maximizer. So how can this play out in the workplace? So if you've got one person with maximizer who's continuously driving people to excellence, it can come across as criticism. Where connectedness, it's about everyone wanting to connect and be together and allowing things to happen because they're meant to happen, and going with the flow, so to speak, which is quite similar to adaptability. So combining them, bringing others together in a team format, in a work environment, to want to make what's good great, is very empowering, and it's great within a workforce. However, where they conflict with each other is where someone with raw connectedness is just happy allowing things to take its own course, where a maximizer is pushing and inspiring and driving things to be better. So there can be a clash. So for me, it's about learning when to dial up and dial down my connectedness and maximizer to excel at who I connect with and how I connect things. So having ideation number 3 creates challenges in the sense that I'm looking for better ideas, I'm looking for better connections, I'm looking to improve on everything that I do. So where do the theme dynamics come into play? Well, you look at a relationship where if someone, I'm talking life relationship, husband and wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or partners of some form. If you've got someone who's connected, who just loves being around people, and then you've got someone who's maximizer, it's going to clash in the sense of that person who's got connectedness is going to want to love life and allow life to exist, where a maximizer is always going to be wanting to improve and make things better and bigger and stronger. So it's a lot of fun playing with these talents and understanding them, and this is just a tip of the iceberg. And we go through this and with Gallup and their Theme Thursdays and the information they provide on YouTube. We've also developed companion guides on each of these talents, so they're small 30 to 40 ebook, 30 to 40 page ebooks that you can read, and then that ties back to the Udemy course, which will enable you focus on your strengths to enable you to develop your talents into strengths. So this is part of the process. We're going to do a number of videos on theme dynamics, so we're looking for input. So if you have particular talents that you want to learn more about, get in touch with us here on YouTube or share it on Facebook and see how your themes can play alongside others and how they can obviously be causing conflict within your relationships in life, in business and in families. But I'll leave it there. We're going to try and keep these to about 5 minutes. It's just ticked over. So as I say, I'm Danny Crouch from Choose Your Chapter, and remember, maximize your connections to focus on your strengths. Bye for now.